Ever get that like gut feeling about someone? You know, that something just isn't right.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that feeling plays a really, really big role in the story we're diving into today.
Oh, wow.
It's a story about love and loss
Okay.
and the fight for justice for a 3-year-old boy named Jace.
3 years old.
Yeah.
Wow. What's fascinating to me is that this all takes place in the world
Okay.
of a NICU, a neonatal intensive care unit.
Oh, okay.
And Jace's adoptive mom, Leslie,
Mm-hmm.
she was a NICU nurse herself.
So she was like fully equipped and trained to
Yeah,
spot anything suspicious.
exactly. Someone who's dedicated to caring for the most vulnerable little babies.
You'd think with that background, she'd be like extra careful,
Right.
you know,
Yeah.
especially aware of dangers.
That's what you'd think.
So then, how does this loving, experienced nurse end up in the middle of, all this tragedy and deceit?
Right. Well, to really understand that,
Yeah.
we got to go back to the beginning.
Okay, so let's do it. Take me back.
All right.
Paint me a picture of the beginning.
So the information you gave me,
Mm-hmm.
it paints a picture of Leslie as a really, truly dedicated nurse,
Cool.
someone who was really passionate about her job.
Yeah.
And she had this really close relationship with her sister, Stacy.
Right.
And their bond
Huh.
is a huge, huge part of this whole story.
Okay, so we have this like loving, close-knit family,
Yeah.
a dedicated nurse.
Right.
Then a premature baby comes into the picture.
Yes.
Tell me more about Jace's early life
Yeah.
and how he came into Leslie's care.
Well, Jace was born super premature,
Oh, wow.
only 25 weeks.
That's tiny.
Tiny, fragile,
Huh?
faced a ton of medical challenges.
Right.
But Leslie, working in the NICU,
Yeah.
poured her heart and soul into his care.
It's hard not to in that position, isn't it?
It is. And as he got stronger, so did their bond.
Uh,
And eventually she made the decision to adopt him.
that's beautiful. I
Mhm.
can only imagine the love and dedication,
Oh, yeah.
that went into caring for such a fragile baby.
It's immense.
So what was Jace like in those early years?
Well, from what I've seen,
Yeah.
he seems like he was a happy kid,
Okay.
thriving despite all those initial challenges.
Yeah.
There are these sweet little anecdotes about him, loving Veggie Tales,
Right.
dancing at an Easter egg hunt.
Yeah, those simple moments that show just how innocent children are.
Right. Those pure joys of childhood.
It's heartbreaking to think that that was cut short.
It is.
And it's around this time that Cody comes into the picture, right?
Sure.
So tell me about Cody. What can you tell us about him?
Initially, Cody comes across as really charming, helpful. He just showers Leslie with attention, compliments,
Yes.
offers to help.
Mm-hmm.
He's stepping in to support her.
Right, because being a single parent is so hard.
Yeah, absolutely.
And especially with a child with those kinds of needs.
Oh, absolutely. It's exhausting.
So she probably felt like she was getting a lot of help and support from him.
Right. She needed it. But here's where it gets interesting.
Yeah, you mentioned Stacy.
Yes,
She wasn't so smitten with Cody.
not at all. Stacy was immediately suspicious of him.
Really?
She even described him as shady.
Oh, wow.
She didn't buy his stories.
Uh-oh.
She thought they were outlandish.
Okay, so you have these like two totally opposite views
Yeah.
of Cody
Completely.
right from the get-go.
Right away.
Makes you wonder what Stacy saw
Yeah. What did she pick up on?
that Leslie maybe missed.
Yeah.
Maybe this is a case of, that thing they talk about,
What's that?
love bombing, where abusers use charm and attention to gain control.
It's possible. It's definitely a tactic that's used.
I mean, it makes sense
Yeah.
that Stacy, as an outsider,
Mhm.
could see through that.
Right. She's not caught up in it.
But then things get darker, right?
Yeah. This is where those gut feelings become
Mhm.
really important.
Okay.
So there are these injuries that start appearing on Jace. Bruises on his ears.
Oh, no.
And Leslie, she takes him to the doctor, but
Mm.
they can't figure out what caused them.
So red flags are going off.
For sure.
How does Stacy react to all of this?
She is really concerned.
Okay.
She's convinced that Cody's hurting Jace.
Oh, wow.
She even asked Jace directly,
Mhm.
and he said Cody was hurting him.
Oh, my God. So you have a child saying it,
Yeah.
the sister
Yeah.
who is like really worried.
Yeah.
Like these seem like, really big warning signs.
You'd think so.
So how does Leslie react?
Well, this is where it gets really complicated. Even with Stacy's worries and what Jace is saying,
Yeah.
Leslie doesn't want to believe that Cody could be hurting him.
Oh, wow.
She wants to believe that he loves Jace
Right.
and that, he would never do something like that.
So she's like in a really tough spot.
A terrible position.
On one hand, she sees Cody's support,
Yeah.
but then she sees these injuries and her sister is super worried.
Yeah, it's like two different realities.
So how could she process all that?
Right. I mean, that's cognitive dissonance, right?
Yeah.
It's like that mental discomfort when
Yeah.
you have two completely opposite beliefs.
Right.
So Leslie wanted to see the good in Cody.
Mhm.
So maybe it was just hard to accept that he could be hurting Jace.
And that struggle, that cognitive dissonance,
Oh,
it leads to terrible consequences.
devastating.
Because, like we know, this story doesn't end well.
No, it doesn't.
So tell me about the night of the incident
Okay.
where Jace got the fatal injury.
So Jace is at Stacy's house,
Mhm.
and he doesn't want to leave.
Mm.
It's like he knows something bad is going to happen.
It's like a premonition.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And then later that night, at home with Leslie and Cody,
Mm.
Jace gets a really bad head injury.
Mm.
It's chaos at the hospital. Everyone's
Mhm.
trying to save him, but the doctors, they don't think he's going to make it.
Oh my gosh.
And it's obvious that his injuries, they weren't from a simple fall.
And so suspicion immediately falls on Cody.
Right away.
And it's at this point that Stacy really steps up.
She does.
She's determined to get justice for Jace.
Yeah.
She confronts the police
Mm.
and tells them to investigate Cody.
She's not holding back.
Wow.
Yeah.
Tell me more about that confrontation, how that investigation began.
All right. So Stacy confronting the police,
Yeah.
that was like a turning point.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I mean, she was just, wouldn't be silenced.
Yeah.
Even with all that grief,
Mhm.
she just, she knew, she was adamant that Cody was responsible.
Wow.
And she just, demanded that they investigate.
It sounds like her persistence really,
Oh, yeah.
drove this investigation forward.
Yeah, absolutely. It was like fueled by her love for Jace and
Yeah.
wanting justice.
So the police, they take Stacy's concerns seriously.
They do. And the investigation is led by Detective Sill.
Ah.
And she's got a lot of experience with these cases, child crisis cases.
Well, so she's seen it all.
She's seen a lot, so she knows
Yeah.
what to look for.
Wow.
She's like attuned to, even little things.
Right. Inconsistency.
Yeah, in people's statements and stuff.
So what were her first impressions of Leslie and Cody?
Well, right away,
Yeah.
she's struck by Cody's behavior.
In what way?
She finds him to be kind of disingenuous. Like he's almost too eager
Okay.
to, give his side of the story to make herself look good.
Right. Yeah. That makes sense.
And that just,
Yeah.
that raises red flags for her.
Yeah. Especially with
How serious Jace's injuries were.
right. And
Yeah.
and Stacy's insistence
exactly.
that Cody was involved.
Yeah, so you've got an experienced detective,
Right.
sensing deception,
Mm-hmm.
A grieving sister,
Yeah.
demanding justice, and then Leslie just caught in the middle of all this.
It's a nightmare.
Yeah. So as the investigation kind of heats up, they separate Leslie from Jace.
I mean, I guess that's normal procedure.
It is, but can you imagine?
Oh, it's got to be just add insult to injury.
Yeah, like she's not only,
Yeah.
dealing with the potential loss of her son,
Right.
but then she's also being investigated
Yeah.
and kind of looked at with suspicion.
That must have been so difficult for her.
Awful. So while all this is happening, Detective Sill is,
Yeah.
digging deeper.
Doing her job.
Yeah. So what does she find out about Cody?
That's the question, right?
Yeah. And this is where it gets even darker.
Oh, no.
So she finds out
Mm-hmm.
that Cody, there were allegations of abuse
Oh, well.
in a previous relationship.
Okay.
And there was, this history of manipulating women.
So it wasn't
So
just,
a one-time thing.
yeah, like a pattern of behavior.
Yeah.
This is huge.
It changes everything for the prosecution.
Okay. How so?
Because now it's not just a tragic accident. It's
Why?
like, this looks intentional.
Like there's a history.
Yeah, exactly. So Cody's arrested.
Okay.
He's charged with Jace's death.
Oh, wow.
And the trial, it's just super
Yeah.
emotional.
I can imagine.
You've got, the prosecution team,
Mm-hmm.
Kaylee Strain and Sarah McCuss.
Okay.
They're fighting for Jace.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's the jury.
Right.
They're the ones who have to.
Yeah, they have to see all the evidence.
Yeah, and it's heavy stuff.
Trials like this must be so hard on everyone.
They are. Even,
Yeah.
even people who work in the system,
Mm-hmm.
they were shaken by this. The medical testimony especially.
Right.
Really, it just really
Okay.
painted a picture of how bad Jace's injuries were
Right.
and how it couldn't have been an accident.
So the prosecution really used that medical evidence
They did.
to prove their point.
Yeah, to show that Cody's story wasn't true.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So they were like strategic about it.
Yeah, very methodical. They just kind of systematically, took apart the defense's arguments.
So the defense, what were they saying?
They tried to say that Jace's injuries were from his health problems.
Oh.
Like they weren't from abuse.
Okay.
But the prosecution, they brought in experts and they were like, no.
This was abuse.
This was way too severe for that.
That makes sense.
And they just countered every argument with the evidence.
That must have been satisfying to watch.
I bet it was. They did not let the defense get away with anything.
Yeah, that's their job, right?
It is. It's the prosecution's job to be sure that the jury has all the information to make the right decision.
And so after all of it, all the testimony, the evidence, the legal arguments, what was the outcome?
Well, the jury, they deliberate and they come back with a verdict.
And what is it?
Guilty.
Wow, justice for Jace.
Yeah.
That must have been an intense moment in the courtroom.
Oh, yeah, the sources, they describe it as like this wave of relief, validation, like finally.
Finally, he's going to be held accountable.
Exactly. And for Leslie and Stacy, it was bittersweet.
Right.
It doesn't
bring him back.
No. But at least, he's being held responsible.
Nothing can bring back their little boy. But at least the truth is out there.
Yeah.
And Cody is going to be held accountable for what he did.
Yeah, he's going to face the consequences.
It's like justice doesn't erase everything.
No, no.
There's still the grief of losing Jace.
Right.
All those what ifs and probably so much guilt.
Oh, yeah. And Leslie, she gave this victim impact statement, and it's so powerful. She talks about the guilt and the grief, how hard it was to trust Cody.
Wow.
But it's not all, sadness.
Okay.
She also talks about how she's finding strength and healing.
Yeah.
It must have been so hard to, to stand up there and talk about all that.
And be so vulnerable.
Yeah, she's so strong.
It's inspiring to see how both Leslie and Stacy turn their grief into something positive.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Leslie, she finds love again.
Oh, wow.
She remarries, starts a new family.
That's great.
And Stacy becomes a foster and adoptive parent.
Oh, that's beautiful.
They're honoring Jace's memory.
They are.
By living these meaningful lives.
And it just shows that you can heal even after something so terrible.
There's always hope.
There is. But there's this one last thing.
Okay, what is it?
This interaction between Cody's sister and Leslie. Okay. So Cody's sister reaches out to Leslie and tries to, keep manipulating her.
Even after he's been convicted.
Yeah, like she's trying to defend him.
Oh, my God.
Downplay the abuse.
Wow.
It's awful.
That's so disturbing.
It's like, denial and manipulation, they run deep.
It's like Cody's sister is choosing to believe the lies.
It is. It's like she can't accept the truth.
So even with the guilty verdict, the harm just keeps going?
Yeah, it shows how abuse, affects more than just the victim.
Everyone around them.
Everyone. It makes you think about how can we stop this? How can we recognize these patterns?
Yeah, those are important questions.
They are. Jace's story, it shows us that we all have to be careful. We have to trust our gut.
Absolutely. If something feels wrong, it probably is.
Yeah. And don't forget, there's help out there.
Yeah. Yeah. Or someone you know.
Yeah. If you or someone you know is dealing with abuse,
reach out.
Reach out. Get help.
Yeah.
Break the silence.
Jace's story, it's heartbreaking.
It is.
But it also shows how resilient people can be.
Yeah.
How strong family can be. And how important it is to fight for justice.
It's a reminder that this can happen anywhere.
Yeah.
To anyone.
It's scary.
It is scary, but it also shows, the power of healing and hope.
Well, thank you for joining us.
Of course.
For this deep dive into Jace's story.
Yeah, thank you for listening.
It's a story that I think it's going to stay with us.
I think that is.
And we hope it reminds everyone to be more mindful.
Yeah.
To be more vigilant.
Yeah.
And to protect those who need it most.
Absolutely.
Thanks for listening.
Oh.